When I was 11, my dad was murdered by his then girlfriend. And I remember not really knowing what it felt like. I just know it felt like something was missing. But like at the funeral and stuff, we were laughing. Me and my sisters were laughing because I don't think we really knew what had happened. And of course, then I didn't label it as domestic violence. I just thought that a lady murdered my father. And I knew her, and we created a relationship, but they were together maybe like a year or two, and it was around the corner from my grandmother's house. And me and my father weren't close by any means. He wasn't the best father in the world. But it seems like we were just starting to get closer, and then that happened. And then this was in 2004. So in 2005, I lost my grandpa on my mother's side, so my maternal grandfather, to leukemia. And in 2007, I lost my godfather, who was like a father to me. And he died from heart failure. After my dad died, I was just angry all the time. Like, my mom used to ask me, like, why are you so mean? Why are you so angry? And I didn't know. It was because I was in pain. Like, I would get into fights at school. Like, it was horrible. And later on, I got into promiscuity, and then when I was 16, I was raped. Until you've been in a situation, you don't think that you're capable of being in that situation. So until you've been raped, you don't think, okay, I'm gonna be raped. And he raped me in the hotel room, and I went back to work, and I kind of broke down, like, sexually. I didn't really do anything. Then I went to college. I graduated high school, top 20% of my class, because I was always smart. That's the one thing that saved me. I always made A's and B's. That, and my mom didn't accept anything less than A's and B's. After I graduated Sam Houston and came back to Houston in 2014, something was bothering me. It's like, okay, I got my bachelor's degree, but something just wasn't right. So one night I was laying down sleep, and I woke up in the middle of sleep, and I just started writing, because I've always been a writer. I've never talked, never did therapy, never told my parents anything, never told anything to my family. I had held in the rape for I don't know how many years, and I just started writing. I started from day one when my dad died, and I just told my whole story. And before I knew it, it was 100 pages long. I had typed it up and printed it, and I was like, what do I do with it now? So I looked into self-publishing. I did everything on my own. I did the cover, the editing, the whole process on my own. Then I released Trouble by Maranda Evans, which is the original, the green one. From there, to promote the book, I used to use a hashtag called the Trouble Movement. Like, I just really felt like my story was about to take over the world. So it would be hashtag Trouble Takeover, hashtag the Trouble Movement, or It's a Movement. Because I really feel like it was more than a book. It was like a movement. It was a story, and so many people were getting, like, they were touched by it. I was getting stories and inbox messages and all kinds of things. Like, women were opening up to me, so I knew it was a movement. And so I started speaking. And then this is like throughout 2016, I started speaking and hosting events and stuff, and it's like it was operating as a nonprofit organization, but it wasn't legally a nonprofit organization. And I was putting all my money into it, like, just, it was a business. And eventually I was like, you know what, this isn't the right way to do this. And so that's when I turned it into a 501c3. I got board members or board of directors, and this started August of 2016. That's when we started the process. By October 5th, 2016, we were an official 501c3 organization. So it started from being that little 11-year-old girl who had lost her father to murder to being a self-published author, founder, CEO of a nonprofit organization.